Hey everyone, I'm Hayden Bombard. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my career choice as a cattle rancher and how important it is to have a good, solid business plan to overcome the many challenges farmers and ranchers come across on a day-to-day basis. Before the military, I worked with horses day in and day out. I was born and raised on an equine compound, and I can't remember a time that I haven't been around horses or been on a farm. Uh, I was always honing my mechanical skills and learning a little bit here and there about everything else that has to do with living and working on a ranch or a farm. Even during the military, I always found time to get a part-time job or even just volunteer at horse shows or cattle shows or other agriculture events on farms and ranches. I always loved doing it and keeping my skills sharp with different livestock. No one in my family has ever owned livestock, cattle. They've never owned any cows. Never really worked with them before in my life, so I would be the first one to start in my family to do that from scratch. An article I read in Agriculture Proud makes a very big emphasis on how important it is to come into this business knowing that the risks are large, big risks that if you don't have a strong business plan. And as a young inspiring rancher and a rookie at that, the everyday challenges as a rancher are low market prices for cattle, poor season, no feed, you can't keep cattle fed, I'm not going to make any money off of them. Having late maturing cattle that hurts because you can't sell cattle that aren't mature at the right time. And if they're not ready to sell at the proper moment, you may miss it or you may not be able to sell at all. The Department of Labor shows that land and machinery and feed, all that is, the prices are skyrocketing. It's making it increasingly difficult for any young rancher as like myself to start a farm, to start a business, to become entrepreneurs with different livestock, and it's making it almost impossible for someone without the immense amount of capital to start a business. And farms and ranches that do have that capital and already have been around for centuries, they are going to be able to maintain their farms and ranches, and they're going to be able to buy out small farms and beginning ranchers, and their families are going to go under once they're bought out. And so that's going to make it increasingly hard for people like me and to be able to start from scratch and be able to buy my own land and my own equipment and keep my head of cattle up and running. One of the biggest problems that a lot of ranchers go through is not knowing exactly what their breeds are good for. Along with the financial problems, they also need to be very knowledgeable about which cow is supposed to go where. A lot of breeds go up north because they're a lot better in the cold, and they're going to mature better, they're going to be healthier, and they're going to sell for the right amount up there. And a lot of other breeds aren't good for the cold, and that's where they are in Florida here. Florida has a very big economy for beef cattle, and we do very well down here. They need to be knowledgeable about what breeds they have and what they're good for. As I continue my education towards this animal science degree and my hands-on experience at this ranch I'm working at, I believe I'll be prepared for what's in store. Thank you.